When Hany Shaker passed away in Paris at the age of 74, the reaction across the Arab world was immediate and massive. We saw formal, written tributes pour in from legacy pop stars, but alongside those, there was a raw, visceral reaction from teenagers and young adults, filming themselves crying to his music on TikTok. This is a strange phenomenon in modern pop culture. A star from the 1970s usually retains their original aging audience. Seeing 20-somethings genuinely grieve a classical crooner presents a mystery about how his music survived so deeply intact. To understand this, we have to look at the Arab music industry over the last 50 years. It evolved rapidly and unforgivingly, moving from the grand orchestral concerts of traditional tarab directly into the hyper-fragmented era of algorithmic streaming. Hany Shaker entered this environment in 1972. He was specifically introduced as a young rival to an untouchable legend, Abd el-Halim Hafez. Over the following decades, Shaker survived. He did this without altering his core identity as a polite romantic singer. Instead, he mastered the underlying technological delivery system of every single era he lived through. In his early 20s, Shaker's clear, warm voice made him a strategic asset. Composers actively used him to threaten Abd el-Halim Hafez's dominance on the charts. But shortly after his debut, the industry fractured. Monolithic icons passed away, leaving a sudden, massive vacuum in Arab music. The market splintered. New artists rushed in with disruptive genres, producing rebellious, politically charged youth music and fast-paced working-class pop. Shaker refused to compete in those new arenas. He took his dignified, highly emotional romanticism and mass-produced it on the defining medium of the 1980s, the audio cassette. By sticking rigidly to his emotional lane while exploiting a cheap, highly distributable format, he built a foundational audience. They didn't view him as a passing trend. They associated him exclusively with the pure experience of romance. By the 1990s, the delivery mechanism shifted again. Satellite television exploded across the region, changing how Arab audiences consumed media by making visual aesthetics mandatory. Shaker embraced the video clip era. Instead of just singing into a microphone, he acted as the dramatic protagonist in short, tragic mini-movies for massive hits like Galta. He gave millennials a rich visual archive of heartbreak. His facial expressions became permanently linked to his vocal tone. Mastering the video clip elevated him. He transitioned from a voice on a magnetic tape into a recurring, recognizable character in the daily lives of Arab television viewers. As he aged, he expanded his geographic footprint. He recorded albums in Gulf dialects, and during the 2024 war, he loudly declared his geopolitical solidarity with Lebanon, refusing to retreat into the background. He also deliberately bridged the generational divide by recording duets with younger, dominant voices in the industry. His catalog expanded across 3 distinct phases: analog, broadcast, and digital, perfectly structured for streaming platforms. Algorithms thrive on short, emotional audio hooks, extracting the dramatic seconds of his 1990s ballads into viral tracks. His willingness to cross geographic borders and collaborate with youth culture meant his music was already in the digital ecosystem. The algorithm simply handed his emotional climaxes directly to Gen Z. But a delivery system only works if the product is authentic. Behind Shaker's polite, polished public persona was a life marked by severe tragedy. He lost both of his parents early. He endured a prolonged battle with his own health. Most devastatingly, he lost his daughter, Dina, to cancer while she was in the prime of her life. Because his grief was documented, visible, and profoundly real, the audience trusted him. He didn't use sadness as a marketing gimmick. He offered his music as a safe space for their own pain. He taught multiple generations across the Arab world that crying is a dignified act. He proved that heartbreak and emotional vulnerability are natural human conditions, rather than signs of weakness. He stands as the rare artist who debuted in the golden age of classic Arab music, survived the cassette and satellite eras, and thrived in the digital future. The technology we use to listen to music will always change, but the human need for a reliable, empathetic companion in our darkest moments never will.